Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper. I am Jackie Vandersar Boot, and I'm a demonstrator in Canada as well as in Europe. And welcome to the monthly global video hop. The theme this month is Saleabration, and I really hope that you look below for all the links that everybody who is doing the video hop with us. Click on the link so that you can see their inspiration for Saleabration. This is the best time of year for stampers, January and February only this year. There will not be a second celebration, and there are only 2 months of celebration. So what is Saleabration? Well, it means that when you spend either $60 or $120 in Canada, then you get a free item. So there are a couple things that are available with 120, and most of the items are available with a $60 purchase. And the two things that I am sharing today, Thanks a Bunch and Day at the Farm, are both items that are available with a $60 purchase. So let's take a look. I have this new board, which I absolutely love, and it's a chalkboard, and I've written the things on here. So I'm using Thanks a Bunch, number 160816, and Day at the Farm, the paper. And what I do want to share with you before we go any further is the starter kit deal. It's a little complicated this month or this year. You get a beautiful mini boho blue die cutting machine. You can get that for free as a bonus with your starter kit, along with $225 in product, and that is $175. So the die cutting machine is worth 86. So you're basically getting about 316, something like that, over $300 worth of product for $175. Now, if you're a traditionalist, you can also get the white mini die cutting machine as a choice. So there are three choices. And then the last choice is simply to get the $225 in product, whatever you want, for $135. There's no shipping and tax, and this is a celebration deal. So it's a great time to join my team. I have 17 years of experience, so I've got a lot to share with you, so I can teach you a lot. Let's take a look at the stamp sets. We have Thanks a Bunch, and then I'm going to show you the beautiful paper. So today we're going to use just this piece, and this is the other side of that. So this is Day at the Farm paper, and it comes in lots of other really cute patterns. So let's have a look. We have this one. This reminds me of spring and picnics. This would be a great 12, just a wall hanging actually, or a scrapbook page. This is great chicken wire. We used to have one of those windmills at the farm. I'm not a big chicken fan though. I like chickens, but I really don't like roosters. This is a great neutral as well, and I'm quite partial to this red. I love red. And then we have this one. And then here we have all the farm animals. On the other side of that is this great red plaid. So that is the Day at the Farm paper, okay? So we're going to make a fancy fold card. I'm just grabbing my paper trimmer now. And the card base is 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4.5. So here we have our card, and now I'm going to cut a triangle and cut that in half. I don't know the name of this fold. I got a Christmas card with it from Pat Skirt Shack, and I thought, you know what? This is going to be a great card. So we have that. You can save this for something else. We don't need it right now. And then we're going to have a piece of black, and this piece is 8.5 by 3. Okay, and then we have two pieces of white that are 2 3/4 by 4. Okay. So let's get started. We're going to start with just putting this green piece inside our card. So let's get some. It's almost a shame to cover this up, but this is too busy for what I wanted to do. I'll show you later the other side, and then you can decide if you agree with me or not. You know what? I don't like using a Tombow that's almost dry. All right, I got a brand new one out. It's always great when you have a very new glue. It's a new year, new glue. That's great. So I hope that you guys leave some comments. I love interacting with you. Thumbs up are also great. So if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so yet, hit that red subscribe button on the bottom right-hand corner, and then you won't miss anything. Okay, so now we're going to take this piece, and it's going to go kind of in the middle. You want to make sure that when it's open, it's just like so. Yeah, that works perfectly. Okay. Did you get through the holidays without getting sick? I know that both in Canada and in Holland there was quite a cold going around. And Gerard had it, and he was sick in bed for like 5 days, right during his busy season, which is unheard of. He needs to be near death before he stays in bed at that time of the year. You know, we have no choice over our health. We do our best to stay healthy. Okay, so this is down. And now I have pre-stamped these things, but I promise you I will stamp them with you. This is the outside panel. So I've just stamped the carrot 3 times with the top. I think it's so stinking cute. And we'll put that on for a minute. And then I wanted to show you, this is if we had chosen this in the background. See how that's just too busy? And this other side works much better. See, like, yeah, it's just too busy. So we might put a little piece of that in the inside. So we can play with that yet. You're going to help me make a few decisions because I have to decide if I want to leave the outside flap plain or not. There's all these little things when you make a card that can really change the final outcome. So the white piece is 2 3/4 by 4. Oh, and that extra bit, don't worry about that. A little bit of extra Tombow, it will just dry clear and you won't see it. Okay. That's the problem about using a brand new glue. You don't need to squeeze very hard. Just a very thin line will do. Otherwise it oozes. I like using liquid adhesive because I find that I can slide things around to where they need to be. And just to get those margins right. See, just like that. It's quite nice. So now this goes like this. Do I want to leave this piece black or do I want to put a pattern on it? Okay, that's the decision. So I did cut 2 of these, so I'm going to cut 1 in half, but before, yeah, I think we'll do that. Let me grab my trimmer and we're just going to put it at the top. So this is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I'm just going to cut it in half. So here we have our half. Do we want to put this on the front? And do we want the cows? Because I do have another option. So look, that would go like so. Or do we leave it black? I kind of like it with the black, but I also wanted to try it with, let's have a look, with that first piece of paper that I showed you, this one. Because you see, it has carrots on it. So let's try that. When if you're nervous about cutting your paper, your 12 by 12, if you cut a 4-inch strip off of it, that still gives you a lot of wiggle room. And you can get 3 4-inch strips from your paper. So let's go to 4 by 5 1/4. I hear Gerard's car coming home. That means the dog is going to come running up here. Bailey's so happy to see me. Okay, and now I want it to be like so. So put both corners into the cutting trough. And when they're both there, put your arm down and make your cut. So now let's have a look-see. We'll bring this back. Lay this on. See, you don't, well, it depends, you know. Cards are a little bit like clothes. Some of us like clean and simple and I don't mind that. I think that's kind of fun. So you have to decide, do you like the busier look or do you like it plain? And then the last option, I do kind of like it this way, is to put it like this. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, isn't that just great? I can't figure out how to, I can't do, yeah. I was thinking it would be nice to do this piece on the outside, but I can't do that. I'd have to cut it differently. This is where the logic gets my brain. So you can do all the patterns, see, or leave it black. It doesn't matter. So we have to decide, and then we'll know what to do. Okay, so those are the options. Okay, so I'm not liking it that I can't get that yellow stripe, so I'm going to turn this around, go to 5 1/4 again, and then I need it to go this way. So I just want to explore all our options. And then maybe what I do as well, once I have pieces, extra pieces cut, I let that inspire my creativity for other cards. So then I right away have a bunch of cards made with this paper, and I'm already thinking that the yellow is not going to look great with the carrots, but it will look good with something else. That's what I think. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. So now we know that. So choice A with just black, or choice B with the carrots and the fruit. I kind of like I think this is playful. So I've decided I'm going to do the vegetables, and it's just a fun card. I love, paper crafting can be a lot like quilting, where we use different patterns to put things together. And this is fun. This makes me happy. And that is the joy of card making, right? We have joy in making the card, then we have joy in sending the card. So that's an important thing to do. Don't forget to send the cards that you make. Don't just let them pile up, or give them away as gifts. And here we go. And I promised you I was going to show you how I did the stamping. So here is my white piece. And I'm just, well, you know what? I'm just going to lay it in here. I don't need the stamp apparatus. The problem with that carrot, it's not a problem, but it's a big carrot. And if you don't think carefully, you're not going to have enough room for the greenery. So what I did is I took the carrot and I laid it on my piece of paper, and see, if it was on here straight, I'd run out of room and you'd miss the fun part of the carrot top. That's how I decided to do it this way, because if I lay it on its side, then there's enough room. So here we go. I've picked up the carrot on my block. Whoa, sorry, that was noisy. I've got a brand new pumpkin pie ink pad, and that meant that I had a very dark carrot. So here's one. And I thought, oh, that's a really dark carrot. I'm going to do another one that isn't so dark. And then I wanted one also just stamped off, so lightly stamped off. So I've inked it up, and let's just get this in here. That. And now I have another one, and this one will be slightly darker. There. And now that actually looks really nice. It's kind of ombre. There's a second stamp that is a detail, and it's this one. So I'm going to lay it down, pick it up, and ink it up again. I'm just doing tone on tone. So this is pumpkin pie. There. And now I'm going to go on here. Well, that was really light. I'm going to do it on this one. And then I'm going to stamp, ink off, and those were our calculations from on stage. We shared expenses, and I have it written down. So isn't that pretty? I think so. And now we're going to take the greenery, and I'm doing that in Granny Apple Green. I love the carrots. They make me happy. A fresh bunch of carrots reminds me of spring, and we've never had carrots before. So I'm doing one. So, and then you do a few more stamped off. And isn't isn't that great? Just, you know what, I want to stamp that one off. There, and you've right away got a beautiful bunch of carrots. And then I did use the Stamparatus. So then I put it like this, and a magnet. And then I did thanks in black here. And I can go down a little bit. I didn't want it right at the top, like so. And I find that using black for the words just really makes it pop. So like I said, be sure to check out the other videos in the hop. That's the beautiful thing about being in a video hop, that you can go along and see what all the other people have done, and you don't have to go and troll the internet. It's right there in the links. And then I'm turning this around to do a bunch at the bottom. And the reason I did that is because I want to be as far away from the hinge. The further you are away from the hinge, the better the stamping. If it's really close, it's a bit more difficult. It's hard to get the pressure that you need. So that's just a little tip for today. And you can see that I got ink on my Stamparatus. It doesn't matter, it's not going to touch my paper. So that's really nice too. The Stamparatus would be a great thing to add to your starter kit, which is an amazing deal right now. Oh, look at how dark that is. That's okay. Thanks a bunch. So there we have it. And then for the inside one, I used the little carrot. Oh yeah, here's a sample that I did, and you can see I ran out of room for the greens and the carrot. So, and the little greens, they work well with a little bunch of carrots, but they don't work very well with the bigger one. I didn't think. So, and I wasn't sure about the dotted background stamp. I thought, well, if you want a bit of a moldy carrot, you can put them on the carrot. So I still have to be inspired for that. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this demonstration, and I hope you have a lot of fun with Saleabration. Here's the card. So it opens up like so. And you could add some gems if you wanted to, but I like it just like this. All right. That's it. That's it, guys. There'll be a suggested video after this, so if you want to watch more of what I do, feel free. But again, please leave me a comment. That makes me super happy. I love to interact with you. And of course, click on the links to shop with me. That would make me even happier. You know, this is my business. And so, yeah, I would love your support. And even more, I would love it if you would join my team. We have so much fun together, and I'd love to train you and help you fulfill your dreams as well. Have a super day. Bye.